The world of investing can be a jungle. Bulls, bears.
1, 2, 3!
My name is Jordan Belfort. Not him. Me.
If you have ever watched The Wolf of Wall Street, I bet you the thought of, man, I want that lifestyle, must have come to mind. Well, think again. As we analyze the movie today, we are set to learn how to avoid the traps that turn Jordan Belfort's life into a cautionary tale. One of the biggest draws of The Wolf of Wall Street is the rapid rise to success. Jordan Belfort skyrockets to millions, but ask yourself at what cost? Belfort's is a reminder that while money can buy luxury, the pursuit of get-rich-quick schemes can become an addiction. His lust for wealth blinded him to the consequences, leading to more enemies than friends. So, Lesson 1, steer clear of shortcuts. True wealth is built with patience, strategy, and integrity, not reckless risk-taking. Instead of chasing a shortcut, focus on sustainable growth, investing in your skills, and making choices you'll be proud of in the long term. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The second lesson is influence. Jordan Belfort was a master of persuasion, and he used it to get people to invest, to work for him, and even to idolize him.
In my pocket. I knew how to spend it better.
I tell you what. You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it, I quit my job right now and I work for you. No, everything's fine. Hey, listen, I quit.
But what happens when you use charisma as a weapon? Belfort's charisma was so powerful he could sell ice to an Eskimo. He convinced people to pour their life savings into dodgy investments, fueled by his own greed and need for power. Who doesn't want to be the guy who walks into a room and everyone listens?
You wait, and whoever speaks first loses.
Belfort's gift of persuasion is undeniable, but there's a dark side. He knew how to charm, motivate, and even manipulate people into seeing him as a mentor. You need to understand about the power of influence and the danger of using it without ethics. Influence is an incredible tool, but in Belfort's case it turned into a weapon that manipulated and hurt countless others. Use influence to uplift, not exploit. Another lesson The Wolf of Wall Street highlights is the impact of unchecked ego. Jordan's ego convinced him he was untouchable, that he could break the rules, take huge risks, and always come out on top. But sadly, that same ego ultimately led to his downfall. He felt above the law, indulging in excesses and breaking boundaries, thinking he could outwit anyone. Ego can be your greatest enemy. Remember, humility keeps you grounded and often opens more doors in the long run. Confidence is powerful, but unchecked ego, that's a recipe for disaster. Real success doesn't need to boast or break others down. It's about steady progress, humility, and staying grounded.
To me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Phone. And speak the words that I have taught you. And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of...
One thing The Wolf of Wall Street doesn't shy away from is the brutal reality of addiction, drugs, power, and even success. Belfort's life is marked by his extreme addictions, not just to drugs and alcohol, but to power, status, and a lifestyle of excess. At first, addiction seems like a side effect of his success, something he can control. But as the movie progresses, we see that these vices are actually controlling him, impacting his health, his relationships, and eventually his career. Hence, the fourth lesson is a big one. You need to recognize and manage any addictive tendencies, whether they're related to work, success, or lifestyle. Balance is everything. Jordan Belfort was surrounded by friends, employees, and yes men. But when the money stopped flowing and the FBI was on his tail, where did they all go? That brings us to lesson 5, the importance of genuine connections. Belfort's life was full of people who enjoyed the party as long as he was paying the tab. But the moment trouble arrived, most of them disappeared. He realized too late that true friends are those who stick around when things aren't glamorous. We need to build real relationships based on trust and respect, not on how much money you make or what you can offer others. Invest in real relationships that don't just hinge on wealth or success. It's the real friends who stand by you through thick and thin. One of the hardest truths the Wolf of Wall Street teaches is that all actions have consequences, and sometimes the price of redemption is starting over from scratch. In the end, Belfort loses nearly everything: his wealth, his family, his freedom. But what's remarkable is his eventual acceptance of his mistakes and his drive to start over as a motivational speaker.
Sell me this pen.
So, lesson 6 is that every choice you make has a consequence, and if you don't live by integrity, you might have to face those consequences. However, redemption is always possible if you're willing to rebuild honestly. Sometimes in life, we're given a second chance not to redo the past, but to learn from it and create a better future.
This pen.
Favorite, why'd you name down that napkin for me?
I don't have a pen.
Exactly. Supply and